Hi, it's Joe Griffith here. I want to explain the process of how to get more people to your website, and not just anybody, but how to get your ideal client, your best customers to your website. So here's the problem. You you probably built an amazing website. Your brick and mortar clients and customers love you, and you even have Google reviews in place to promote your business, but you're still not getting the results that you want. So the question is, what comes next? What do you do? Well, you build something what's called omnipresence. And I know you're already sitting there thinking, what's omnipresence? And so this is where you build a premium brand position through magnetic messaging, and it's displayed to your perfect ideal client, and to do so while having the appearance of being everywhere in the universe. And it all starts with something called magnetic messaging. So let me go ahead and explain this to you. My wife is not a fan of dentists. In fact, she has a bit of a phobia when it comes to dentists. So, a while back she had to get some dental work done. So she went online, she did some searches for dentists, and she was looking for dentists basically whose their business is dealing with people like her, people who are afraid of going to the dentist. And the more searches that she did, the more she found one particular dental company that specialized in people who are afraid of going to the dentist. And what they had done is they'd written several articles, they created blog posts, they created videos, they even had some podcasts. So as my wife is listening to these, she's reading the articles and they're explaining about how they deal with people who have phobias about dentists, and the videos that are talking about all the things that can go wrong and how they deal with stuff, and just essentially just talking directly to my wife about how they would work with her if she came into the clinic. And by the time my wife had watched the videos and read the articles and listened to the podcasts, she was persuaded. You know, she had like, she had trust, she had all the key elements to believe that the dentists at this particular clinic were the right people to work with her. And so she clicked over to their website, and she ended up clicking online and just booked an appointment with them. And that is the essence of omnipresence. It's about choosing a core group of people that you're going to work with, and putting out articles and material, videos, that kind of stuff, so that people can find it and then recognize that, wow, you are the right person, the right business, to solve their problems and to work with them, creating know, like, and trust before they even get to your website. But this is all done through magnetic messaging. And so let's talk about using magnetic messaging to create your omnipresence. So here's the thing. Your clients have problems, and which is great because, they'll pay you to solve them. And you have solutions to those problems, and this is great because this is how you get paid. Magnetic messaging is a framework for creating a presence in a marketplace that highlights you as an authority on solving your prospects' problems. Again, going back to my wife and this whole dental thing, my wife needed dental work done, terrified of going to the dentist, wanted to find a dental clinic that would, be able to work with her because of the fact that she's afraid of going to the dentist. So the dental company, right, had their messaging that was being put out through, video and articles and podcasts, creating a presence in the marketplace, letting people know that if you're afraid of dealing with dentists, if you're absolutely terrified, we're an authority on working with people who are like you. And that's exactly what the kind of messaging that was put out there that my wife found, and then was persuaded to then contact these people. So that's magnetic messaging, and that's how it works to use with omnipresence. Now, so here's the key. Once you have your magnetic messaging mapped out, you distribute it with very targeted omnipresence. So what is that? Well, first off, you write a helpful article on your blog, which could be in WordPress. Then you make a Facebook post on your Facebook business page, and not on your personal profile page. You want to have a business page on Facebook. And what you do is then you post it there. And that attracts people back to the article, which is on your website. So next, in the same time frame, we're going to create a video covering the exact same messaging in your article. And this doesn't have to be some, big expensive, production of a video. This is simply you pulling out your smartphone, turning on the video, hit the little video app, holding it up, and then you talk into the video and you say the same thing that you just wrote in the article. So you created a helpful article, and now you're saying the same thing in a different format on video. And that's the essence of it all. Next, once you've done that, this is so simple. You turn off the smartphone, and then you just in the YouTube, you have a YouTube app, and then you turn around and you upload it to your YouTube channel. And then once you've done this, now you post that link to Facebook. So this might seem like a not, but you know what, is not, because all you've done is you've wrote one blog post, and then you made a video out of it using the exact same content, the same material, and then you're posting all this stuff on social media. It takes virtually no time at all. Your real work is in writing the blog post and making the video. The rest of the stuff is really simple. You're talking maybe 4 to 5 hours a week, to come up with this kind of content. So you might be thinking, so, why am I doing all this? Well, it's about the mission. It's to attract people to you, just like the dental clinic attracted my wife to them. This is exactly what this is all about. And we're accomplishing several things. So first, we're setting the stage for something called the low-hanging fruit. So low-hanging fruit are about getting people, attracting people to your business. These people who are creating and some level of trust, right? And the second part of this is that we're building a situation where your ideal prospects will start seeing you everywhere. Okay, so when you start posting stuff on YouTube, you start posting it to Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, and it's being shared, and other people are reading it, and then Google indexes this stuff, which is how my wife found it, right? Because she went in and she typed in the XYZ dental company as she started to research them, and then that's when all these articles came up, and that's when the videos came up. So Google will start to index and start putting your stuff up on the front page of Google. So that's why you're doing this. So I want to tell you another story. So about omnipresence. And the first time this happened to me, I was looking for a chiropractor that worked with martial artists. I'm a little bit of a martial artist. I get injuries. I got, my elbows, my shoulders get hurt, and I got all kinds of things going on. But I needed to find somebody who, can work with somebody like me. And so I did some searches on Google, and I found a chiro that, I sort of liked, but I still, I wasn't sure, right? So after doing some searches, and then I had the name of Sam the chiropractor, and so I typed that in, and then again one more time, right? The articles come up, the videos come up, and I started watching the videos, and it's like right away, it's like they specialize in working with people with who are athletes, right? So people get sports injuries, that kind of thing, and it's like he was talking directly to me. And and even some of the articles that he wrote, and he wrote a couple of articles specifically for martial artists and the types of injuries martial artists have a tendency to get, and just how he works with them. And in fact, by the time I had read the articles and watched a couple of those videos, I'd already gone over to his website. And I'm like, great, this guy's like, it's like, because I'm in the business, I'm sitting there going, the website is perfect, his content is awesome, the videos are awesome. So, I'm already liking him just because he's doing all his marketing right. So he had me sold on that part of it too. So I ended up contacting him. I booked the appointment, and and I've been struggling with this one particular injury for 2 years now, and in 6 visits, he managed to fix me. So this all came from the fact that he put all his information out into the internet. I found it, and he attracted me as a new client. So that's another example of omnipresence. So you want to have a lot of cool stuff out there. So regardless of what line of business you're in, whether you could be whether you're in healthcare, whether you're a chiropractor, acupuncturist, but you could also be personal injury lawyer. It doesn't really matter what line of industry you're in. The idea here is that by creating your omnipresence, creating your messaging, you're generating helpful content that helps people get through whatever it is that they're dealing with. A personal injury lawyer dealing with ICBC crash accident victims who have a claim with ICBC and they don't know how to deal with it. So as a personal injury lawyer, you're creating articles and blog posts and videos about how accident victims can be dealing with ICBC claims, and that will attract those people to you. So it's all about being helpful. So what this is doing is it's building the pipeline for attracting new clients to you, right? And finally, we're doing it using this material to attract prospects so that they will become new clients. So you're probably starting to get the idea, what is magnetic messaging? What is the omnipresence? You're starting to see how this all works, right? So your market is going to want to get the help in multiple ways. And that's why, we deliver articles on the blog, which could be in WordPress. And then we post that stuff on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And then you make a YouTube video because, some people want to read, some people want to watch a video. Some people just want to listen, right? You could be doing a podcast. I can just hear it in the car, right? And then, so once you've made the video, then you post it to YouTube. And then you take the links from there and you post that to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And all of this is getting that content, that information out there where people can find it and then deliver, those ideal clients back to your website. So you have the traffic that's coming from your omnipresence that you've created. You're drawing them back to your website. And now, they're contacting you it could be through, they're phoning you, they're emailing you. I know one particular acupuncturist, for example, that, probably 90% of her business comes through texting. So everybody's texting for appointments. But the main thing is that they're contacting you and then they're becoming a new client. So this is all about attracting and directing people to your website through your omnipresence. So I want to leave you with these few facts. So first off, I didn't want to oversimplify this. What I wanted to do is deliver maybe some new information that you weren't aware of, so that you're aware of what omnipresence is and magnetic messaging, and how you can actually get your ideal clients, the people who want what you have, and getting them back to your website. So this is a quick process of showing you that in its simplest form. If you have no marketplace whatsoever, this is going to take time. So again, I don't want you to believe that you're just going to go and knock out a couple of articles and bam, stuff's going to happen, because it takes time. And by no measure is this a substitute for actual advertising. But what it does do is it really accelerates the process. So if you've already got some advertising happening, this will make it way more effective for you. And this isn't an overnight mission. So realistically, you need to be able to commit to making 1 or 2 new pieces of content each week, right? And by doing that, you will now just be everywhere, be perceived as an expert in your marketplace. Just like the dental, just like my chiropractor, that's what they did, and it's worked out great for them. So here's something to consider. If you did 1 article a week, that would be 52 articles in a year. And then if you turn each one of those articles into a video, now you'd have 52 articles and 52 videos. And so now you have like 104 pieces out in the marketplace in 1 year. So all of this could be drawing new clients, new prospects to your website, all to be converted. So what I want to do for you is in the next video is I want to explain to you how to determine what your magnetic messaging should be. The reason for that is that, and it's a tough one, because in the next video I'll explain how to determine what your magnetic messaging should be, because you don't want to write blog posts and great videos just about random stuff, because it really is useless. That's the biggest mistake people make, is that they write about a lot of, they're cranking out 3 or 4 blog posts a week, and they're cranking out 3 or 4 videos a week, but it's all really about random useless information, and that's not going to help you. So in fact, it needs to be a really narrow niche that you focus on, and that's what's going to attract your ideal prospects. So, if you'd like me to help you, all you have to do is just drop me an email, and or you can actually sign up on the form, and what I'll do is I'll email you when I release the next video that'll actually explain how to write your magnetic messaging. And if you want help with the stuff that I just covered now, so if you want the help with figuring out your magnetic messaging, your omnipresence, and on all of those things, then you can just sign up for that here as well. So thanks for staying till the end, and we'll talk to you soon.